Hey guys, I hope everybody is having an absolutely wonderful day and welcome back to Victoria 2. We are playing the USA in the HPM mod. We are continuing to back my boys up here. So you can see my capitalists are building all these railroads and I do nothing about it. All men were created equal. We're going to continue to be pushing for as many social reforms as possible. I think healthcare is going to be good. It's going to help us increase our population. Basic school systems is good for education efficiency and immigrant attraction. Let's go with school systems first, and then we'll go with healthcare later. Paraguay can now be increased opinion. Very good. And so I'm just keeping an eye on here. 2 hour nights. Colombia, yeah. See, Britain is investing a lot of points into them. Follow the drinking gourd. Yes. Let them sing. Let the slaves sing. So we need to just make sure that we... Yeah, see, these guys are going to be relentless as well. Make sure our relations are maxed out as high as they can be with them. All right, next one. Let's go with reinforcements. Basically, I'm just trying to catch them up. So I need to discredit the British. That will slow down how fast they're getting points. So they actually gave up on it. It's really good for us. Yep, they're no longer influencing, which is really good for us. So it looks like Colombia is now swiftly or firmly in our sphere, which is good. Uruguay is being improved with who? Let them sing. Let's discredit the British. We need to make sure everybody is either neutral or lower. Decrease the opinion of the British. I think I discredited them. I meant to... Yeah, I meant to say lower their opinion. That's okay. So same thing here. Decrease the opinion of everybody over there. Decrease everybody's opinion with the British, because screw the British, right? It's bad because it costs me points and my points will slowly, you know, need to refill, but that's okay. So now the French are in Colombia. Repulsive. So we need to discredit the French here. And the British are back, improving their relations with them. Everybody that's in my sphere that nobody else is raising with, I'm just going to pull back. All pops in the United States of America become in favor of trinket healthcare, or we get trinket healthcare and we get some conservatives that gain militancy. I am very much okay with just gaining trinket healthcare outright. Force through the reform. Sounds good to me. Oh, nice. And since we have more consciousness, we can actually force through even low healthcare. But I will stick with education for now. We will continue pushing through education. Continue investing in these guys here. Upgrade as many of them as possible. Education efficiency exploding. His soul is indeed marching on. All pops gain... Oh, geez. Nice. All right. So, looks like Colombia, we're good. Nobody is improving relations with, so I just need to get up to 50 and lower the relations with other people. All right. Threat from the south. So, each day, tensions with the southern states are increasing to the point some believe that war is inevitable. While the government tries to ease tensions, the South seems preparing for war, and there are some talks of outright disobeying the government of the United States in the South. With a parallel army and administration being built, while these rumors remain just that, a fragile peace remains. So, this is weird. American West Virginia granted statehood. Obviously, we do not expand slavery. So, for some reason, the Confederate... What? It's weird. They broke free, but we're not at war. I'm a bit confused about what's going on here. Argentina, we'll sphere them now. Very good. Yes, we will ally you as well. Looks like they're colonizing south, which is good. So our army, we did lose a bit of an army here. So, oof, yeah, we lost quite a bit of army. All right, let's get these guys grouped up over here in Cincinnati. Let's rebuild what army we can here, because I have a feeling we're going to be at war pretty soon, right? Let's get all you guys over here. Get these guys over on the border here. So this isn't too bad, though. Yankee Doodle, of course. So we need to get rid of one hussar here. Have them come up here. And so this army needs... we need to get rid of 2 infantry as well. So have those infantry head up to Sandusky. So we need 3 cannons and a engineer. So 1 engineer, Yankee, and then... No, I guess Texan is fine, but I'd rather it be Yankee if at all possible here. So we take a look here. The Confederate States are, they have 21 brigades and they have 14 Miltech. I have 39 brigades and 14 Miltech. So they match me. Okay. So Colombia is getting improved with them still. Brazil has the French improving with them. Colombia, so all I need to do is get Colombia up to 65 and then ban the embassy from the United Kingdom. So they instantly go back down to 0. It looks like the French are improving as well. Or maybe not. I don't know. What is going on with this, though? So the Confederate States have broken free, but we're not at war. I am confused about how this is, what this is. Is this correct, guys? Leave me a comment down below. Let me know. Is this what's supposed to be happening right now? Because this doesn't seem right. Look at that army maintenance, man. All right. I'll continue to increase my Miltech. All right. A house divided. House divided against itself cannot stand. I believe this government cannot endure permanently, half slave and half free. I do not expect the Union to be dissolved. I do not expect the house to fall, but I do expect it will cease to be divided. It will become all one thing or all the other. Abraham Lincoln. It is over. All attempts at compromise, the efforts of decades of public discourse on the issue of slavery have failed. This morning, the congressmen from southern states resigned their offices and the slave states declared secession from the perpetual Union. The states of Missouri and Maryland, along with the western part of Virginia, have declared themselves for the Union, and the Washington, D.C. is under the control of Union troops. A southern wind blows hard, and our house divided. Release the Confederate States of America. Influence with the Confederate States of America changes by -400. A couple of things under here, and all pops in the United States lose 7 consciousness. We lose 3 militancy, and we declare war on the Confederate States. So, this is... not so bad, actually. Let's take a look here. Get these guys over here. We're going to slow it down, obviously. So let's head over here to Manassas. Obviously, we need to be increasing this. So let us increase our tariffs to support the war effort by about, let's go with 20%. Turn up the army maintenance. So we're still making plenty of money here. Oh, yikes. I did not see that army there. They have low morale, but that's not good. That is not good at all. Let's get you guys over here. When can I flee here? 6 more days. All right. So they actually took much heavier losses than we did. So that's good. So we're going to just head through here. These guys are actually taking bad fights here. We could mobilize if we needed to, but I do not see it's necessary at all. So they are sieging down DC. Robert E. Lee is in DC. You son of a gun, you sly devil. I don't think so. Let's go here. Haiti better pay their debts. Sure, dude. I don't care. So they're going to take it. They're definitely going to take it. Oh, did they take it? I don't think they did. No, they did not. So they are here. We'll be there on the 17th. They'll be out of there. They're heading into Manassas. Can I get there? All right. So they're in DC, which is good for me. They're heading into DC. No, we can be there in Annapolis on the 22nd, and these guys can be there when? The 24th. So that's good. So we should be able to even wipe this stack of Robert E. Lee. These guys over here are going to need to be making some progress here. So let's head on down here. Siege down as much of the Confederate States as possible. So this 9 stack here is not super useful, but we can use them for some occupations at least. So this is our main fighting front over here with Winfred Scott. These guys are heading over into Manassas, and we should be able to come over there and wipe out Robert E. Lee. Head on down to Richmond. Get these guys wiped out over here in Pikeville. Oh, that's a 39 stack right there. Okay, we definitely need to keep these guys from grouping up here. So this 9 stack is heading up into Nashville, and they'll be there in a couple of days. So let's get these guys actually out of there. 25th. Knoxville will be there on the 31st. So let's get these guys down to Knoxville. We need to get as many of our men on these guys as possible. Fredericksburg. All right, so that's a 44 stack. It's a little intimidating, I can't lie. That is a very large stack there. So let's take you guys here. Take you guys here. So they are attacking me in Fredericksburg. They will be there on the 9th. I will not stand for that. And they are taking very heavy losses. Very heavy losses. Oh my goodness. Our cannons are just shredding them alive. They even have a better general than we do in Robert E. Lee. So we're taking pretty heavy losses, but they're not going to be able to withstand this. I'm fairly certain of that. So Knoxville is Montaigne Forest, which gives the defense an extra 3. So we don't want to be fighting over there. We definitely don't want to be fighting over there. 3rd of February, 1st of February. So let's get over here to Chattanooga. Yep, this is fine. Be there on the 4th. Those guys will be out of there. Those guys will be there. So we'll be attacking those guys. So some also Montaigne Forest. So it's the same. So none of this terrain is really good for us to be fighting a defensive or a offensive fight in. None of it is. So those guys are coming over here to Lexington. Lexington is a bad fight for us as well because it's grassland, which is just straight up. All right, let's see if we can prevent that fight there. So that is a very big stack there. This battle is still freaking going on, dude. Goodness gracious. An absolute monstrous battle at the Battle of Fredericksburg. 36,000 units lost for the Confederates and 21,000 lost for the United States, for the Union. Heading over to Lynchburg, I assume. Let's follow those rebel scum and see if we can wipe them out. So there's 39,000 heading over towards Nashville, which is Forest, which is only a 1 for the defense. So I think that is a fight I am willing to take. They'll be there on the 1st. Now we can definitely get there before that. Well, not before that, but we'll be able to get there in time. Very good. So we will attack them. It is election season. The Bixby Letter, which will... what is the Bixby Letter? Shown in the files of the War Department, the statement of the Adjutant General of Massachusetts, were the mother of 5 sons who have died gloriously on the field of battle. I feel weak and fruitless. Must be... feel how weak and fruitless. Abraham Lincoln. So, by sending a letter to Miss Bixby, we can muster additional support for the war effort. So, lose war exhaustion. How much do I have? 6? They have 30. Oh, man. We are certainly doing all right on this war. Very good. My boys over here are taking a lot of attrition, so we should probably split them up. There's not really a reason for them to be in there together. Oh, yes. -3 is pretty heavy, but apparently we got Cypress Rhodes over here, who is a hell of a general. These guys are heading over to Memphis. Yep, so let's catch these guys out in Memphis. And that may actually be a wipe for the Confederate States. It is. They have no units now. They have not a 1. So let's begin the process of sieging them down. And I reckon peace will be sued for quite soon. So sadly, looks like we don't have the recon efficiency we're looking for here, so our sieges are a bit slower. So they have sieged down Florida. Republicans are pro-military, so let's go with pro-military. We want to make sure we have as much stability as possible. And since Republicans are the primary sort of, you know, ideology of our populace here, the electorate vote, that's who we want to cap. So we want as much stability as possible. Also, it looks like we can stop worrying about those guys there. So let's focus some soldiers here just to make sure that we are keeping our boys fully reinforced, because it looks like we're right about at our limit. So obviously we need to be working on that. Let's get those guys up here to Knoxville. And we just need to continue sieging down as much as humanly possible. They'll sue for peace quite soon. I'm certain of that. Bloody reactionaries, huh? Thick books give me headaches too. Very good. All right, come over to Atlanta. Hot Atlanta. And I believe speed 5 is appropriate. They still have no units on the field, so we're good. It's only a matter of time before they sue us for peace. I assume it's coming soon. So what do I need for this peace? 85%. They would not accept. All right. Colombia. So we lose 4 prestige or not. So Colombia is getting influenced by the French. So what I need to do here is I need to decrease his opinion of the French. And then pro-military. And then we also need to decrease his opinion of the British. Very good. And that's good for us. These guys, we will expel the advisors of the United Kingdom so they can't improve their relations with them. Very good. The Emancipation Proclamation, the beloved Emancipation Proclamation, is the collective name for 2 executive presidential orders established or issued by President Abraham Lincoln during the Civil War, declaring the emancipation of all slaves in the southern United States. By issuing the Emancipation Proclamation, we will let the world know that the stakes in the present war is nothing save the freedom of all black men in the Union. So, come to the North, baby. You will be freed. Free at last. So, we are still doing all right here. We certainly are on the verge here of fulfilling our peace that we're looking for with them. So we will continue to work through these sieges. It's only a matter of time. All right, Republicans are still winning. So, they will still not accept this peace. Army organization, very good. Let's go with prestige gain. So how are we doing on the great power status? So France is actually looking very beefy. Look at this United Kingdom. That industrial bonus, that is crazy. That is actually crazy. England, like just England is doing really well. That's nuts. That is nuts. We certainly need to be working on that. So we need to make sure we keep all of our factories running. Let us, judging by the fact that, look at these numbers all jacked up. Judging by the fact that we don't need to be at war anymore, I think we're good to call that down there. Proposed peace. They will not accept the offer still. Homestead Act shall be removed from the United States of America, sadly. Dun 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 dun. Dude, such a absolute banger of a soundtrack. I love this soundtrack. All right. They still won't accept. All right, there we go. An alliance offer from Liberia. Sounds good. They still won't accept. They're going to make me full occupy them before they accept. How funny is that? Socialists gaining power, huh? Filthy socialists. Sherman's March to the Sea. During the campaign he conducted through Georgia in November and December of 64, the Major General William Teuchmish Sherman applied the doctrine of total war in what can be described as the campaign of terror directed at the civilian population of the South by operating deep inside Confederate territory and destroying much of Georgia's civilian infrastructure. Sherman is often said to have broken the South's will to fight. Apply his methods and it might be the final nail in the Confederacy's coffin. Crushes a bunch of the population of Georgia. I think I'm going to not do that, considering the fact that we win, right? Unite the nation. Proceed. Welcome back to the fold. Safe to say you guys are going to be problematic for a while, but we'll see how it goes. So we got some militancy here in Tennessee and Nashville, and then a little bit in Virginia. But aside from that, we're doing okay. So, radical Reconstruction. Reconstruction is the collective term used to describe the policies, laws, decrees, constitutional amendments, and presidential orders enacted after the American Civil War with the goal of reintegrating the former Confederate states back into the Union. The policy centered chiefly around the issue of ending the slaves' power, the suppression of Southern nationalism and revanchism, and the recognition of the 13th Amendment by the Southern states. Reconstruction ended with the Compromise of 1877 when federal troops were finally withdrawn from the South. The Confederate banners lie trampled in the ashes of Savannah and Richmond, and it's time for the start of Reconstruction. So, what will this do? It'll lose us war exhaustion. All pops will lose militancy. Slavery debate will be removed from the United States of America. Dixie will be removed from accepted cultures. For any cult province that is a Confederate States core, will get assimilation, life rating, militancy. The American frontier. Let's take a look at what this one does. So this one will just give us some bonuses out west. It's going to start renaming a bunch of stuff and give us a bunch of population growth. So let's click that one. That one's an easy one. Reconstruction seems like it's kind of punishing on the South, but let's go. Since we're kind of going the historical route anyways, so that will remove all of the militancy, which is good. Let's get these guys kind of spread out around down here. Let's get a guy like out here in Denver. A unit here. Obviously, we want them suppressing rebels as we can. And we definitely need to rebuild our army. We can afford it, certainly. So, let's have you guys up there. I think Cincinnati is our point here. So, we're going to go with 2 infantry, 4 cannons, and an engineer. So, 4 cannons, 2 infantry, and an engineer. And they will get built up over here. We're continuing to encourage soldiers. I don't know if we necessarily need to anymore, but it's okay. So I'd rather lose less population. There we go. We don't need as much military spending now, and we can lower our tariffs back down to 0, which allows our capitalists to have more money to spend. Let's open up all of our things here. Feels like the economy of the South kind of got trampled in that war. Understandable. And our fluctuations are pretty nuts right now. It's starting to even out now. We are in the green. Very good. All right. I think rather than military, we can also focus. Let's go with some artisans, huh? We did our craftsmen, so let's get some artisans. And I'm only doing the top 4 states just because they're the ones with the most population. That's why. That's the only reason why. The people are weary. Yeah, let's go with some war exhaustion. We need to recover. Isolationism is certainly on the table for a while now. So, in the meantime, England has worked their way up to being friendly with Colombia, so we will expel them, and we will continue to invest influence into them, and we will decrease them to at least neutral. That's my goal there. Looks like the Netherlands are friendly with them as well, but the Netherlands are not improving, or are not influencing them currently. So that's good. So as we get these guys up, we just decrease their opinion of the United Kingdom. So they're now cordial. Get them all the way down to neutral if at all possible. So let's get these guys up to Chicago. And let's get another infantry stack, rather. Looks like all of our hussars are Dixie, so that's fine. And there we go. Not bad at all. So, the war is over. The house has... a rebellion in our ally. Well, I'm definitely not going to lose prestige, so I guess we'll just gain the infamy. Who cares? So Bolivia is not in our sphere, but we could declare war on them to add them to our sphere. They're cordial. I think I'll just maintain what I've been doing with them. Our research, let's go with... Let's go with some tax efficiency. We could get our railroads upgraded as well. Actually, I lied. Let's go with railroads, and then we'll get some tax efficiency. So I hope you guys are enjoying. I know I certainly am. If you are, please do make sure you show support. Leave a like, subscribe, ding the bell, all that fun stuff. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. We got plenty of content that you are missing out on if you're not subscribed. When you ding the bell, it'll send you notifications when we upload. You also get pinged in our Discord if you want to join that, and there's also just a cool community over there, as well as follow me on Twitter, because I like to tweet some stuff, mostly just, you know, stuff related to the channel, but also I talk about some personal stuff over there, so if you guys want to follow that, you can. Also, if you have not already subscribed or followed me over on twitch.tv/Chewyshoot, I stream multiple days a week over there. I'm usually EU4, but we're working on getting some other stuff, so if that sounds like something you would like, make sure you check that out. But that's all I got for you for today. This is Chewyshoot, and I'll catch you guys later. A huge special thanks to my top supporters for the month of June: Drunk Binary, Mr. McFlew, Angelic, Bouncer Steve, Sprocket, Fat Man on Deck, Jay Eden, Jay Clampett, Jacob Chinsky, M. Dressel, R. Lawrence, Zara, the J Baller, Blonde Damon, Draco R. Havis, Corbett, Chickopotamus, T. Jarden, A. Vickman, Mark and Glad, Harry, Hey Murado, Jay Cutchell, and Winkler, RJ Pilot, and many more. You guys are awesome. Consider supporting if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys next time.